Hi Star Seeds, welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make vegan, gluten-free Christmas cookies. And what I love about these cookies is that they're super healthy. They're healthy, delicious cookies that you and your family, especially kids, well, especially adults, can enjoy over the holidays and not feel guilty about it. So let's get into the kitchen and let me show you how to make these vegan, gluten-free, and healthy Christmas cookies. So the first thing we're gonna throw into our blender is 1.5 cups of shredded coconut. This is unsweetened shredded coconut. All we have to do now is blend it up for a few seconds until it is in a flour consistency. So this is the consistency. It's kind of like a coarse flour. If you continue to blend this, it will turn into a butter. So don't blend it for too long. So next we are gonna be adding in 1/4 cup of coconut butter. Now let me just show you what I'm using. This is raw coconut butter from Artisana. 1/4 cup of almond flour. So next we're using 6 dates, but these are smaller dates. These are not mejoles. If you have mejoles, you can use 2 to 3. If you have smaller dates like I do, you can use about 6. Make sure they're pitted, place them into the blender. So we are definitely putting in some Christmas spices into our cookies. This is freshly grated nutmeg. I've got about 1/4 teaspoon here. I've got a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger. This is with the skin on, okay? And I also have 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So let's place that in. Lastly, we're gonna be adding in 3 tablespoons of molasses. Now the molasses and the dates is all we're using to sweeten our cookies. I'm gonna add that in. All you have to do now is blend it up. You might have to stop your blender and scrape down the sides and start it again. So I've blended it one time and you can see that it's kind of smooth at the bottom, but the sides are not mixed well. So just take a spoon and sort of mix it by hand a little bit and then pop it back on the blender and blend once again, and repeat this process until you get a smooth brown dough. So after scraping down the blender 4 times and blending it, this is what we want. And don't worry if it's not perfectly mixed. You'll see some white almond flour and white coconut bits. That's normal. We're just gonna go ahead now and knead this into a quick little dough and roll it out. Make our cookies. So on a long piece of parchment paper, we are going to just place our cookie dough. And with my hands, I'm just gonna massage and just pinch the dough a little bit just to combine some of the ingredients that didn't get combined well. Just for like 10 seconds or so. There we go. And now I'm just going to press it down, getting it ready for rolling it out. So I'm just gonna place another piece of parchment paper on top just to make the process a little bit easier when we roll out the dough. So with a rolling pin, you're just gonna roll it out. You can bake these in the oven or you can dehydrate them. So the original recipe is for the dehydrator. So if you're using the dehydrator, you're gonna roll it out pretty thin. But if you're baking them, you can leave them a little bit chunky, I'd say at 1 centimeter thick. So I was rolling it out lengthwise and now I'm just rolling it out widthwise. So I've got my star-shaped cookie cutter here. You can use any kind of cookie cutter you like. If you want these to be gingerbread men, you can use a gingerbread cookie cutter as well. So here we go. I'm gonna make my stars. So once you remove it from the dough, you just want to place it onto your dehydrator tray for those of you who are using a dehydrator. So you'll find that it can be a bit tricky to get the stars out. If your dough is too soft, you can always pop it in the freezer for like 10 minutes. Maybe that will help you, but it's always a little bit of a challenge. So these Christmas cookies are specifically for the dehydrator, but if you don't have a dehydrator, you can bake your cookies. Just place them on a baking tray and bake them at 176 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes. So also if you're baking these cookies, you wanna make sure that they are thicker, like at least a centimeter thick, not like the dehydrated ones. The dehydrator cookies are supposed to be thinly cut. If you're dehydrating your vegan Christmas cookies, these go in the dehydrator at 115 degrees Fahrenheit for 8 hours or overnight. Once your cookies are baked, either way, if they're baked or dehydrated, so once your cookies have cooled, you wanna make sure that you place them in the fridge. So after our cookies have been baked and dehydrated and cooled in the fridge, this is what they look like. And they're absolutely delicious and so healthy. These are gluten-free vegan Christmas cookies, perfect for children, perfect for adults, and they have a nice molassesy ginger taste. These are so cute. I don't recommend you keep them on the counter. These should be kept in the fridge, okay? So there you go. Okay guys, I'm gonna try a cookie. Chewy. Gingery. Coconutty. Spicy. Tastes like Christmas. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because we are here giving you plant-based recipes every single week just for you. So I will see you next time for the next recipe. Mwah.